So over the weekend, Joe Biden announced his communications team. And everybody's really excited about his communications team because it's filled with the ladies. Now, this has always been a puzzle to me. The same party that will tell you that there are 87 genders and that the word woman doesn't mean anything. And that, in fact, Caitlyn Jenner is a woman and that many women are not women. The same party that thinks that if you are an actual biological woman, you could probably best be termed a vagina owner. That's pretty much like the best we can do because you might actually be a man, right? We actually don't know. Okay, this party has determined it is also extremely important for there to be lots of women at the highest echelons of the incoming Biden administration. According to Mediaite, President-elect Biden chose Jen Psaki to be his White House press secretary. Ooh, this comes amid news that Biden is crafting an all-female senior communications team. It's going to be like that shot at the end of the Avengers where they randomly assemble all of the female superheroes in one area. And you're like, why did they do that? That doesn't make any sense. This is a battlefield. And you're like, oh, I know why they did that. Okay, so that's the Joe Biden team at this point. Biden's campaign and transition teams confirmed on Sunday that Jen Psaki, a former White House communications director for the Obama administration and CNN contributor, which is the same thing, will succeed Kayleigh McEnany as press secretary. On top of that, several of the most prominent women from Team Biden have been tagged for their own major White House roles. Deputy campaign manager Kate Bedingfield will be communications director. Karine Jean-Pierre will be deputy press secretary. And Simone Sanders has been exiled to chief spokeswoman for VP Kamala Harris, which hardest hit Simone Sanders. Because remember, she was the one who was out there like a lot more. Like Jen Psaki was just working at CNN. And she was desperately lobbying to be press secretary for Biden. He's like, well, how about you just go work for Kamala over there? Just over there. Just like, okay, just enjoy yourself over with Kamala. And really, like, have a good time. Psaki then released a Twitter thread to express her gratitude for the position and solidarity with her colleagues. She tweeted out, "Honored to work again for Joe Biden, a man I worked on behalf of during the Obama-Biden administration as he helped lead economic recovery, rebuilt our relationships with partners, and injected empathy and humanity into nearly every meeting I sat in." Which, by the way, sounds terrible. Like, you know what I don't like in meetings? When people inject empathy and humanity. Just as just a meeting person, I don't like meetings, period. But if we're like in a meeting and we're talking business, and all of a sudden you just start telling me personal stories with empathy and humanity, maybe it's just me. I'm not super into it. Anyway, Jen Psaki says, "This is a team of some of the most talented, battle-tested communicators out there, who are also all women, most diverse team in history." Well, I mean, actually, it's not the most diverse team in history because there are no men. I'm just going to put that out there, that if you're all women, that's not super diverse. That's actually just monolithic. Also, 6 moms of young kids, which, by the way, we were told was a bad thing when it was like Kayleigh McEnany because she has kids, right? I mean, that's not good. We're told whenever there is a woman in a prominent position who has kids, that's not a good thing. Unless they're a Democrat, then we can talk about how they're a mom, right? When it was Amy Coney Barrett, then it was like, why isn't she at home with her children? But if it's Jen Psaki, it's like, she's a young mom and she's out there fighting for the best. Okay, so here is the statement that Biden put out, and the media just ate this up. You ready for this? Here is the quote from the New York Times. Annie Carney, White House correspondent from the New York Times, reporting, "Communicating directly and truthfully to the American people is one of the most important duties of a president," said Biden, drawing an implicit contrast with Trump's use of the briefing room to disseminate falsehoods and undermine the credibility of the press. Oh my God. These stenographers. Did you know the only person who has ever lied during a White House press meeting is a member of the Trump administration? No one has ever lied before that. Before that, Jay Carney, he never lied. When he got up there and he said, if you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor, he wasn't lying. He was just mostly mistaken on purpose. He was like dissembling, but not lying. Not lying. When they got up there and they just lied to you about the Iran deal during the Obama administration, or when they went up there and they said that Barack Obama found out about everything on the news. He found out about Fast and Furious on the news, and the IRS scandal on the news, and the failures at HHS on the news. When they did, that wasn't dissembling. And when Barack Obama's administration was sicking the DOJ on reporters, that was not an attack on journalism. Joe Biden has now informed the Democracy Dies in Darkness crowd that he is going to be communicating in clear and truthful fashion. And they're just eating this bleep up. They are eating it up. Annie Carney from White House, New York Times, communicating directly and truthfully. Wow, it's back. Oh, the best era ever. This is going to be so unbelievably amazing. Woo! Yeah, don't give these people your money. Really? Hannah Trudeau is a politics reporter at the Daily Beast. Very reportery and very politically. Very objective, McFace. Here is what she tweeted. Joe Biden has already started making good on his promise to staff his administration in a way that looks like the country. He is building a highly diverse team at major levels of government. That's some reporting right there. That's some reporting. I mean, it's reporting from directly inside Joe Biden's colon, but still, it's reporting, is it not? I mean, come on. She didn't find the polyp, but she definitely found his talking points directly in his colon. So excellent job, Hannah Trudeau, over at the Daily Beast. Like, really good stuff. Meanwhile, Yamiche Alcindor also super pumped. She tweeted out about the new Biden staff announcements. It's the first time all the top aides have tasked with speaking on behalf of administration and shaping its message will be female. So much girl power. Also, girls don't exist. Woo! Super exciting. Now, I just have like a few questions. I know it's in politics. We're not supposed to ask questions about the people that Joe Biden picks. I know we're not supposed to do that. That's silly talk. We're just supposed to say how great it is because they all have lady parts, right? I mean, because we can't say they're women. Again, it's not me. I didn't set the standard here, guys. I'm firmly of the opinion that biological women are women, but Democrats are not. So, to be fair, I don't know how these women self-identify. Also, I don't know why it's important how they self-identify, but apparently it is.